Brendan, in your career as a manager, you've been in many successful semi-finals. Do you allow the occasion to get the better of you on purpose? Do you add that extra stimulation of the event and the possibility of a final? Do you let that come into your build-up, or do you treat Sunday like Southampton versus Leicester City in the Premier League?
Yeah, you can't, or you don't need to magnify it any more than what it is. It's, I think the importance of a game of this magnitude, of course, is it's clear. So you don't need to shine a torch on it anymore. For me, I always think that, especially in these moments, that ability to have that self-control is very, very important. And where it counts most is when you're severely under pressure. So it's important that you have that mentality. We want to arrive into the final, absolutely, but we can only do that through performing well. And sometimes if you overthink it, or you can get too nervous, it can immobilise you as a player and as a team. You don't run quite the same or work quite the same. So it's important you go into this game with the right energy, the right mentality. As I said, my feelings always work with the players to make sure you don't overdo the week. You stay calm, you give clarity to the team, and then you arrive and then you go and look to play your game. And if you can bring your A game, because we can't control what Southampton bring to the match, but we can certainly control what we do. And if we can go and play to a high level, then we'll always be a really good chance.
40 years since the last FA Cup, just about 40 years, can take, since the last semi-final, 52 since the last FA Cup final, 1969, a long, long time ago. There's some Foxes fans hoping and praying that the footballing gods smile upon them on Sunday. What's your message for the Foxes fans this weekend, Brendan?
Well, hopefully enjoy the game, hopefully enjoy a really good performance, and a chance for us to make the final. What I know as a team, we'll be giving our best, we'll be giving everything. We're super motivated to arrive there, and like I say, I trust in the team that we can get the result.
Current form, there's not a lot between you and Southampton in terms of the last 5 games. League positions can feel like a world away, but would it be naive of people to assume that you're the favourites ahead of Sunday? Yeah,
it's a game that they're always close. They're a very good side, and like you say, both teams lost their last games before entering into this. So, but like I say, for us, we can only control the game that we bring, and we know if we can play to a high level, then it will give us a very good chance. We also respect their qualities, and but for us, our focus is very much on ourselves, Mark. And like I say, we've an opportunity to reach a major cup final that we want to grasp with both hands.
The success that you've enjoyed in your managerial career, and in particular what has happened across football, across the world really over the past year or so, where does this rank in terms of getting Leicester to an FA Cup semi-final, on the verge of their first final appearance in so many years?
Well, when we arrived in here just over a couple of years ago, our challenge was to compete in the league and in the cup competitions. So and so each year we look to try and keep making a step forward. So if we can get to the final, then it'll be another step forward for us. But what's important was being competitive, and we've been that. And now we're competing for a chance to come into the final. So that'll be our aim.
In terms of the club's history, just speaking to fans, it is the one trophy that has eluded them, but they really, really, really want. Does that history weigh on you and the players? Are you aware of just how big this competition is to Leicester fans? Yeah,
no, I'm fully aware. I'm, very relaxed about it, but very motivated to give the supporters what they would like, which is the opportunity to win the FA Cup. But in order to do that, you have to get to the final. And I'm excited for the team. I'm looking forward to seeing us play, and looking forward to the occasion, and hopefully we can do it for the supporters. Like you say, they've lost some 4 finals. I'm pretty much made aware of the history since I've arrived here at Leicester, and that gives me an even greater motivation to be able to help the team and the club achieve that. So, but first, let's get there. Let's get to the final. Give everything we can at the weekend, and hopefully it'll be enough for us to get through.